I really see a shift in how people view their lawns. My name is Susan Wulff, and I live in Skaneateles, New York. So I wrote a letter to the editor because the aesthetic is no longer an unbroken stretch of green like a golf course. People want to have flowers in their yard. They're embracing the humble dandelion because they know it feeds the bees. There's a large grassy patch of our yard where the forget-me-nots bloom every spring. This area takes up half our lawn. We don't mow there until mid-June. This allows the forget-me-nots to go to seed so they will return again next year. More importantly, delaying the first mow of the season provides critical nutrients for birds and other pollinators at a time of year when flowers are scarce. Other landowners across the US and the UK are embracing this technique and even gave it a catchy name, No Mow May. What we plant in our yard is critical to feeding birds and insects. Homeowners need to think of their property as a habitat for wildlife. If you don't want to wait to mow your entire lawn, perhaps you can let the flowers and the grass in your back or side yard bloom throughout May. Delaying mowing will save you time and fuel. At the very least, please avoid using any chemicals on your lawn. They're completely unnecessary in this part of the country.
I mean, firstly, we are coming to a turning point in history where we are running out of time to make really important changes to protect the biodiversity of the earth. So I've been encouraged to see that sort of shift in attitudes, that we have people that are willing to not mow a lawn or even consider, why do we have lawns at all? It's the way that we've always been doing things. You're one little square of lawn, but it's next to everybody else's squares of lawn, and now suddenly there's no habitat left. Unfortunately, we've sort of been stuck in that mindset from the Victorian era of sort of like man versus nature and needing to tame nature and make it pristine and perfect, and we can change that anytime we want. It's like peer pressure, basically, is my neighbor will say something if I don't mow my lawn. Well, talk to your neighbor. That's a good opportunity to start conversations and bring people together over this issue.
So, not everybody's on board with not mowing their lawn. But definitely people here in Skaneateles are embracing native plants in their gardens because those are the things that help feed the wildlife in their yards. There's been a real push keeping the lake clean. It is a public water source. We definitely don't want to pollute it with pesticides and herbicides, but even fertilizers raise the nutrient levels in the lake water, which can contribute to algae blooms.
Any amount helps, and I think No Mow May is a great stepping stone to be able to get people thinking about the options that they have to diversify what can be done with a yard. Just open up that conversation.